Hey, I'm Slash, and you're watching Loudwire. The creative mindset going into this record was really, I had a bunch of material that I'd written on the road, and we got together and started jamming it and just having a good time working on new songs. I mean, there was no mindset. It was just, doing it till we thought it sounded good and the arrangement sounded good and whatnot. And then went into the studio and just played everything live and just, try to get good takes, The way that we do it is we record to tape. So we're all present and we're all playing together, and it's not like a lot of modern rock records where everybody's phoning it in. No, we're doing it like old school. Originally, its original working title was "I Want to Pull Your Hair," I think, if I remember correctly, and it was just a pretty, rockin' riff that came up at soundcheck one day, and sort of built an arrangement around it, and it's changed the words to "World on Fire." Miles came up with a concept for living this day like it's going to be your last, and like let's take the, it's basically is a song about sex, I guess is the best way to put it. Anyway, and it just came together quickly, and it had a certain kind of, it developed this kind of energy sort of as the arrangement came together, and it just, we thought this is pretty cool. World on Fire, it's really a lyric video, and I didn't want to get into a big, quote-unquote video kind of thing. So they suggested a lyric video, which I actually like. They're simple and to the point. And the director that we hired to do the lyric video gave us a treatment with this whole concept of the book and the girl sort of taking this guy into sort of the nether regions of any kind of moral standards. And I thought, that's great. And we did it for really cheap, and it was a one-day shoot in the guy's house, and he sort of set it all up. And I thought, this is a great way to sort of, make a lyric video that much more interesting without involving the band and doing a whole big overblown concept kind of thing. As far as I know, that was another song where I was sort of pushing for pseudo-erotic kind of a thing, and I don't know if Miles was talking about somebody specific. I think we were talking more about the girls that hang around, after shows and stuff like that. 30 Years to Life, just some guitar stuff that I came up with when we were on the road. Turned Miles onto it, and he came up with this lyric, which is more about how you can be living life from one day to the next, and in one moment everything in your life can change, right? And so it's a story about basically a kid that gets into a fight and ends up in prison overnight. It's from one minute everything's great, and the next minute he's got 30 years to life. And that was the basic concept. It had nothing to do with Guns N' Roses' 30th anniversary or anything like that. And as far as the drums in the beginning, it's just something that went with the song. It wasn't intentional to make it sound like Paradise City. We do Europe in November, and then Miles is going to go do Alter Bridge in January, and then in February we do Australia and Asia and South America, and then Canada and the States. So we should be in the U.S., I want to say somewhere on late April or May.